Vlog. I can't say weekly, I can't say daily because I still haven't found that rhythm, but welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Amanda. As I stated in one of my videos that will be posting very, very soon, I have been very much lacking on my progression of this channel, and mainly because I've had some personal things, personal goals to achieve that I did not have enough time to really dive all the way deep into this YouTube part of my business. But now things are calming down, and I've decided to pick the camera up yet again and try to continue what I started. So it's Easter Sunday. I don't necessarily celebrate Easter the traditional way, so I never really think about this holiday. With that being said, I was supposed to be in Miami right now with my friend Faith, but because it's a busy weekend, the airports were ridiculous. Like, they were packed. Standby is not the way to travel when you have a holiday, right? So one of my siblings works for an airline, and I'm on her pass. And you know, when you're on somebody's pass, you are automatically a standby traveler. So because of the holiday weekend, because I'm a standby traveler, this was not the best weekend to pick to go out of town. So I attempted to get onto 2 flights yesterday morning, which was Saturday. After 2 failed attempts, I said, I'm going home. I'm gonna just make this a weekend to drown out the background noise, get some sleep, be a bum, whatever I choose to do. That's what I choose to do while my phone is on Do Not Disturb, okay? So I've been in the house for over 24 hours. People have, yes, tried to reach me, and do I care? No. Just how I feel. So yeah, I've been home chilling. I slept till like 1:30 today, and I'm happy about it. Because when I got home from the airport yesterday, it was like, because I got there at like 7 a.m., like around 7 a.m. I stayed to see about 2 flights. One was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, one was at 10. Nothing happened. So I got an Uber, got home around like 11:07, 11:15-ish, maybe the latest. I literally snatched off all of my clothes, washed my hands, and laid down like immediately. And I slept for maybe about 2 hours, but I had my alarm on to wake myself up because I had a lock extension consultation at 1:30, like a virtual one. So I woke up to do that, half sleep. I know she was like, what is wrong with this girl? Because I felt like I was drugged at that point. I was so tired. Did the consultation all in like 10 minutes, and I went and laid right back down. And I slept until maybe like 6:30-ish yesterday evening. Got up, ordered some food, ordered some Jersey Mike's, ate that. And then I stayed up and started watching this show called Good Girls that one of my nieces suggested. And I binged that for a couple of hours. Again, didn't even have my phone in my hand. It was on the couch, on Do Not Disturb. Didn't know who was calling, who was texting, and I didn't care. It felt really good to just like shut everybody out, because most likely, if it was an emergency, they didn't want nothing anyway. And I didn't have anything to give them, okay? So went to sleep. I fell asleep on the couch a little bit because I got my couch. I'm really happy about that. And I put my TV out here in the living room until it gets hung up on the wall. So I fell asleep on the couch, woke up, was like, oh, no, we're not doing this. Get up. Let's get up. Let's, get in the bed and go to sleep. So I got in the bed, went instantly to sleep. And I woke up maybe like once or twice to use the potty and to drink more water so I could stay hydrated. But I really legit crashed until about 1:30 today. And I'm starting to feel sleepy again, but I'm gonna fight it just a little longer. And then I'm getting into bed so I can start my week off like I would normally start it off, ready for work, even though I'm technically in Miami. No one knows that I'm technically here still, except for a select few. So yeah, I'm getting ready for my week tonight, partially getting ready for my week. By prepping something. Now, yes, I did say in one of my other videos that I'm no longer cooking at home, and I'm doing meal prep, which I should be getting tomorrow or Tuesday, because again, he thinks that I'm in Miami as well, and I'm not. And I told him I would have to get it from him later than I usually do. But I'm still getting my meal prep, but I had a serious urge for a vegan dish that my mom used to make all of the time, like all the time, called oat burgers. And if you're a vegan, you know what I'm talking about. So I didn't have all the ingredients. I had to put an order in through Instacart, and I'm about to start prepping for these oat burgers that I have been craving so bad. Now I'm really trying to decide whether or not I want to let them sit overnight after I make the batter, so the herbs and spices can kind of marinate the patties that I'm gonna have. Or should I make them tonight? Because I'm kind of hungry and I don't really want to order out anything. And I do have one of my meal preps left, which is a salmon dish, but I'm really not feeling the taste of meat right now. Like, I'm seriously not. So let's see how this turns out, because I've never made oat burgers before. I've seen my mom make them numerous times. I've just never created them. And the recipe that I found, it sounds pretty cool, but I don't know. And let me turn this down because I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a copyright claim because of this. I'm watching Social Dallas in the background. This is my second time watching one of their services today. And I think this is a live one for the 6 o'clock service that they're having, but I don't want to get in trouble while I'm talking, which I should have thought about that like 5 minutes ago. But anywho, so I'm about to start prepping everything, see how the consistency comes out of the based on the instructions, see how I feel, taste the batter a little bit. If I like it, then I'll fry a few up today, or if not, I'll just put it in the refrigerator to like cool down and to continue to marinate and then prep the rest of them tomorrow. So we'll see. So yeah, come along with me as I make my oat burgers. So the directions did not say do this, but I like my vegetables to be sauteed and not boiled necessarily. So I'm gonna just saute these up just a little bit before adding the water. Now I suggest 2.5 cups of water, but I'm gonna split that and make it like a cup of water and then the rest vegetable broth, just to give it a little bit more flavor. Just a little bit more flavor. So I'm gonna saute these up, let the pan get super hot, then add the water and then the vegetable broth. Okay. Okay. It's too much steam. So the recipe called for quick oats, but I don't like mushy oats regardless of what the recipe is. So I use regular whole oats, no quick oats. Add a little more water to give it a little bit more, open the top, Amanda. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to give it a little bit more moisture to soften up the oats. Cause you don't want them to be too crunchy, but I like texture to my burgers regardless. So I'm gonna keep some of the crunch or some of the oat texture in my batter. So again, I finessed this recipe just a little bit because it was giving bland if I didn't. So I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit more, let it, do what it do. Let it cool off, and then we'll get to making the actual burger balls or patties that I want. Okay, so I sat down for a second to allow the batter to cool down. But as you guys probably remember, when I went shopping at IKEA, I did not get all the proper tools that I need. Oh, it's sticking it up real good. Okay, so I'm about to be real ghetto. I'm probably not going to record this part because I have no baking sheet. So I'm going to be using aluminum foil. I'm probably going to double it up so it doesn't break. Yeah, see how this goes. And I'm supposed to have like spray oil, which I don't have either. So I'm just gonna take some of my almond oil and spread it evenly over the aluminum foil. Make these patties because I am hungry. I'm trying to decide what I want to make with them. Probably won't fix anything tonight to go with them, but tomorrow I do have a vegetable stir fry in here, and I do have some rice. So I'm thinking about making that my dinner tomorrow, where I add the stir fry and then add the rice with the oat burger as my meat. Okay. I'm really just eager to taste them completed because I did taste the batter and it's pretty good. Like pretty good. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish eating my salmon dish probably as well. I don't know. And I do have like some salmon burgers, or there's salmon and shrimp burgers that I got from Trader Joe's. You might have saw me mention that in a video a couple of videos ago. But once those items are out of my house and eaten, because I'm not wasting no food, unless I just don't have the taste for it, because that's what I'll do. I'll like heat something up and then I'm like, I really don't want this. But let's say I want it that particular day, I'm gonna eat it, we're gonna enjoy it. But after these items are gone, I'm going to try my hardest. And when I say my hardest, not to purchase any meat-based products moving forward from my home. Now if you see me out in the streets, I'm at brunch, I'm at dinner, and you see me eat something that's not vegan-based, mind your business, please. I'm a work in progress. I'm not a cold turkey person, so I'm gonna try my best, but I can't make any promises. So don't judge me, judge your mother. All right? I just know for me in my house, I will not be purchasing any more meat products to be in my home where they're easily accessible, etc. And since I'm not trying to eat out, right, I feel like it'd be easier for me to stay off the meat bandwagon because I'm not eating out. I'm doing my meal prep, and my guy knows already, Will knows. Moving forward, all my meals will be vegan based. So yeah, this should be easier said than done, right? Random thought while I'm waiting for the oven to heat up. Two random things actually. One, I was thinking if I had an air fryer, oh my God, this would be so much easier. I could just throw the burgers into the air fryer and boom, that would have been super crispy, super whatever I needed them to be. But I don't have an air fryer, so might need to look into getting one sooner than later. Second thought is, since I wasn't able to go to Miami, I've had my phone on Do Not Disturb pretty much since Friday, and it's now Sunday. This has been somewhat of the most stress-free couple of days, because it's now almost 2 days, that I've had. Like, I have a story time for you guys. I shared that I'm excited that I finally passed my class and I'm headed to take my test for my actual license. But on top of like studying and dealing with, my job and trying to get a new job in the industry that I'm trying to transition into, my worrying about my health and friends and family, you don't realize how much me time you actually need, even if it's just to sleep, even if it's just to watch, you know, Social Dallas on YouTube for 2 days straight, whatever it may be. Like, you really have to take time for yourself. My therapist has been letting me know over and over again, I need boundaries. I need to set these boundaries, make people uphold my boundaries, and keep moving. Without boundaries, you become super overwhelmed, super stressed, super aggy, etc. The list can go on. And I'm glad I was able to take these 2 days because I do feel slightly refreshed. My mind is not as boggled as it had been, as it has been. And I think I'm ready for my week. You know what I mean? Like, I just needed that time. And I was going to fill this day up with running around and doing this and doing that. I'm like, no, stay your butt in the house. Stay your butt in the house. And I'm so grateful to myself for making a decision and actually having a seat and staying in the house. Like, honest to God.